Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Derwent. Managed to go and pick up the kids, aka Amelia and Josh. Gave them a little sleep in today. On the screen, we have two boats coming in at once. It's just been a plethora of finishes today. Tenacity, Quantok, right in front of us now. Yep, Shipwright's Arms on the boom. That is a local boat as well. There they are. Got to work out how to bring this up on the screen in the rear. They're not. Quantok and also so they used to pass Love and War about 4 nautical miles ago. Breeze increased. And they're aiming to be 38th and 39th across the finish line. Being a local boat, they want to really hug this shore, and they're onto it. You can see them watching Quantok though. It is full on Quantok going right, Tenacity going left. Gosh, we're close to the line now, within 500 metres. Yeah, Jimmy Bury having a cry. Right, what we got? Tenacity. Mills 41. Absolutely glorious. Owned by Vaughan Lynch, doing his second Hobart. He's the skipper. Well, it's actually John Laurie, the skipper's Vaughan Lynch. Cam Lynch is the navigator. Tim Behrens doing his first. Adam Good doing his 14th. Tony Kirby, woohoo! Doing his 37th. John Laurie doing his third. Marlo Lasagna doing third. Thomas Miles doing his second. Scott doing his second. And Timothy Vincent doing his third. Out of the Royal Yacht Club of Tassie, which is our home away from home when we are here. Looks like Quantok is absolutely ripping on a right-hander shift though. It will be interesting to see how this goes. Quantok going right into this. They're thinking about it. We're going to spin now over to Quantok. I think aimed a little bit. Tell. David Hobbs and Alison Hobbs are the owners. David Hobbs is the skipper doing his third. Stephen Rich is the navigator doing his 16th. Then Peter Faruga, Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club boat. I'm a new member there actually. Adam Felvaro, Alison Hobbs, Alistair Hunter, Tommy Caleo, Saxon McGregor, Sky Payton and Matt Smith. Peter Fruger is the rear Commodore of Sail, I believe, at the moment out of the Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club. It's close. Big lift for Tenacity down to leeward. This gap will close again. You can see the two of them here lining up. Oh, big header. Wow, that sure is paying for Tenacity. Can local knowledge pay off here? This will be tight. They will get across the bow of Tenacity, though. Quantok in the position to take this line honours position. But I think it's just exciting to be finishing this race right now. So good. Bow down. Quantok and Tenacity will be 38th and 39th in the 79th edition of the Rolex Sydney Hobart Yacht Race. Laughing up now. Quantok across the line now. Tenacity tacks. And they'll likely tack again to get back to that starboard end of the line. The shortest tack to the finish line right now is starboard tack. And across they go. Fantastic effort by these two boats. We're going to let them pack. We do have Ross. Oh, there's the two local boat. Team, do we go to Love and War now? Yeah, just getting the circle on. And here's our bow. We turn around just off Sandy Bay Sailing Club, or Rest Point inside the Sandy Bay Sailing Club where the casino is. So we'll head back now towards Love and War. So we have Love and War, then Poito, Cinquante, Joker X2, Solace, and Navy 1 coming up the Derwent. They're all close together. I will just rip down and see if we can say hello to Love and War. The beautiful Love and War, which has previously won this race on IRC 3 times. Freya's done the same, as has done the Ichiban Boaton 52, which is now known as Wizard. In fact, it's made its way to the US. And here she is, the Kurtz family owned, absolutely glorious vessel. Just stunning. They're almost on one to the finish here. 5 knots of boat speed. And we'll tell you a little bit more about Love and War as we're approaching the line. They'll be 40th on line honours, sitting on 15th in IRC. They're in IRC Div 5, and they should take IRC Division 5 overall, which is an incredible feat for this boat. This is her 51st anniversary of making her first race. It's a half century since its first victory in 1974. The classic yacht still remains competitive, obviously. It finished 5th in its division in last year's race, 3rd in the 2021 race. They almost won the 2021 race. It sometimes looked like it was going to be a potential fairy tale for Love and War to take out a 4th IRC win overall. It holds a very special place in the history of this race. I think it's only 2 boats that have won the 3 IRCs. Freya was close. 9 owned the Mac. Yeah, Freya and Ichiban are the other 2, so it is 3. Stunning vessel. It was built in 1973 for Simon's father, Peter Kurtz, and it was used at the Admiral's Cup, and that's why it's got such sleek lines. About 200 metres from the finish line now. So Paddy Broughton's on board. He's doing his 16th. Philip Kurtz doing his 8th. Owned by Simon Kurtz. Ian Goldsworthy doing his 6th. Michael Heenan doing his 25th. Mally Lambert doing his 3rd. Timothy Mannion doing his 2nd. Cameron McCracken. Stephen McCallum doing his 28th. Peter Shedrick doing his 31st. And Matt Tomaszewski doing his 8th race. Sparkman and Stevens, 47. Absolutely glorious. And they should hold on to IRC Division 5. Yep. I think we do have another boat on our stern as well, so what a great feat. Alex Nolan next to us on a boat, Taswegian, to watch the finish of Love and War. They're already starting to cheer. Fists in the air. And we'll stay with them. They're looking at their watches, hands in the air. They know that they've probably done enough to win this race in IRC Division 5. Just stay down to leeward. Hugs on board. Absolutely stunning. Oh, look at this. So good. What an effort. She is a glorious boat. Oh, hugs all round. Luffing up now to get prepared. We'll see if we can chat to them over the rail, but it's a glorious boat. I don't want to get too close. So I'm actually going to check the standings and see where the next boat is, because everything's like really tightened up, guys. Look at her. She's just stunning. We'll just go across her bow here. A few. She is a crowd favourite. There she is with Constitution Dock in the background. Still. And it is now alive. We've got about a nautical mile to Cinquante and then Poito team. Joker X2, also very close to Poito. Then Solace, Navy 1, Toe Cutter, Disco Trooper. They're all within less than a mile of one another. Could be a very big morning. Just incredible. We'll just you with us here towards Love and War. We're going to see if we can have a little bit of a chat to them over the rail. This boat is incredible. The family love her as well. She's got a very special place in lots of people's hearts, that's for certain. All having another hug. IRC Division 5. Most of the IRC divisions now wrapping up. Welcome to Hobart. What a race. The boat looks brilliant. Look at her. What a weapon. Just having a chat about when they dock, I believe. Oh, hi. I'm good. How are you guys going? The boat looks beautiful. What a weapon. And a division win, potentially. Yeah. Fingers crossed. I know, I don't want to jinx you. There you go. Keeping their fingers crossed, getting organised. Their new words. We didn't even had to open up. Guys packed up. Good. I think we're going to turn around. Another boat approaching the finish already. So here we go for what could be the longest day of Rolex Sydney Hobart finishes ever in the history of creation. Next up is Cinquante, then Poito. My New Caledonian friends really looking forward to the Groupama race in June. If you haven't done that race before, it is an absolute glamour race. It was postponed from last year due to the unfortunate circumstances in New Caledonia, but I believe it will be ready to rock this year. Very excited. Mid-June. You can do the race over to Noumea as well. The race around Noumea is just glorious. Cruise through the Pacific Islands. I mean, there are time. I think it's that one. It's Hobart. Not. But how good. Lovely to see Tenacity come across the line. Local boat. And they just were pipped at the post by Quantok. And then the glorious Love and War. If you've just joined us, my name's Nick Douglas. We're out on the Derwent bringing you as many live finishes as we can. And I believe this will be Cinquante. It's either Cinquante, I think it's Cinquante. Poito just behind. You can see them all in a row coming in on starboard tack. Some are lucky enough to lay in one, some not so much, so it's a bit tough. Should cross the line in 41st on line honours. Awesome. It's another Sydney 38. This is like the parade of the Sydney 38s. Got it in 2018. It's one of the best prepped boats you'll see. Look at her. She's absolutely glimmering even after the 79th edition of this great race. Now the other crew on board, Michael Benzick doing his 27th, Alex McWilliam doing his 6th, Matthew Rockwell his 3rd, Chris Rockwell his 25th, Twyla Rosawich her 1st, Neil Taverner his 20th, Andrew Taylor his 23rd, and Charlie Watts his 2nd. Incredible. Ups to time. 200 metres, maybe less. Excellent work by Kimberly Jagger. Kim, the 38th Hobart. Oh my goodness gracious. Just incredible. They cross the line. You'll see the elation, shaking of hands. Done a number of excitement from the bow. And the finish. See. To peel back this to the behind us. Finish. Bow. Just gorgeous. Quanto hope that we know it's going to peel spot. To that tagger and from the CYCA, that's Sydney 38. Now, as we peel around, I believe we'll have another Sydney 38 that is Poito. There's now 2 in a row. Finishes. So Poito and Joker X2 coming in now. Joker X2 is a double-handed team. Grant Chipperfield from Victoria. David on Poito. And we followed this boat when they did their first Rolex Sydney Hobart. Not last year, but the year before. We got to know them when we were in New Caledonia for the Groupama race. Parade of the Sydney boats now. After Joker X2, we have Solace. Navy 1 and 2. Break in between Solace and Navy 1, so that's probably where we'll have coffee. A small break, about 20 minutes. Just letting my team know. Amelia's arms might fall off. With the French 6900 Poito, meaning octopus, coming into the line. Big waves from everyone on board. David! Hello! Bonjour! We just had a question from on board our media boat. Is that an octopus with a sombrero? Correct, Josh. That is an octopus with a sombrero. These guys are quite fun, actually. Now, I don't have a crew list for this boat because they're French and they probably didn't get it in on time. Love you guys. But it is David Sugar who's the skipper and owner. He usually has his wife racing with him too. I'm not sure if she's doing this edition. But I know that everyone in New Caledonia is watching the Cercle de Nautique in New Caledonia, or the CNC. Had a few messages this morning. Sorry for not replying, New Caledonian people. We are a little bit busy and my hands are full with a steering wheel and a gear stick. So I did see your messages. Thank you for watching, and of course we would bring in the finish of our great friends. Looking forward to seeing them race in home waters in about 6 months' time. Coming up to the line now, about a boat length. You'll see the cheers from on board. They're across. Excellent work by this team from New Caledonia. And then just behind them, the double-handed team will stay right here on the line, team. Maybe a little bit past, actually. So you've got the New Caledonian team coming across our bow. I'm just going to try and spin here. Let's stay right at the pin end of the line so that we can see the next boat, which is a double-handed boat, into the finish. X2 a tide is ripping out, guys. We are going sideways. There's the finish line. Great job. You can see there's some sailors, on, or maybe not sailors, let's say family members on the shore. But Grant Chipperfield and Peter Downey, they are across the line on their beautiful J133 out of Victoria, Mornington and Sandringham Yacht Club. Just rip in to give this double-handed team a little bit now to well. Great job, guys. Oh my gosh. Hectic. Yeah. You're here now. Yeah, I bet you're tired. Your hardest? Yeah. At least you can sleep for a week now. Exactly. Oh, welcome to Hobart, team. I know you're going to be busy packing up, so very welcome. All right, ripping over to our Poito friends and for information about the Group Armour race, the warmest would ever do Hamilton Island Race Week, but I think that New Caledonia is just a pretty special place and great excuse to go to the South Pacific, honestly. Just pop me a message if you'd like any further info. We'll be there covering all the ins and outs, practicing my French. It needs a lot of practice. I'll have to go to New Caledonia more often. Aha! Excellent. We might end here with Poito. I can't see anyone else in the distance for the first time in a little while. So we're going to end this feed here, and I'll get up our recap from, given we just had a finish of a double-handed, it makes sense. We'll get our recap up with Mistral, the double-handed line honours and IRC winners provisionally, while we get ready for the next group of finishers in the 79th edition of the Rolex Sydney Hobart Yacht Race. Stay tuned to Sailor Girl HQ.